Ukrainian officials are incensed by this report. The Foreign Minister Dmytro Kuleba calls it unfair and also says that it creates a false balance between a criminal and a victim. Talking there, of course, about the invading army from Russia and the Ukrainian army that is trying to defend its territory right now. We've also heard from the closest presidential advisor to Volodymyr Zelenskyy. This is Mr. Podolyak. He says that this report by Amnesty International is, in his view, part of a disinformation and propaganda campaign. Indeed, it's worth noting that this report has been getting a lot of column inches and a lot of airtime on Russian and pro-Kremlin TV and media. Now, the report, though, is very, very serious. And here is what it says, that the Ukrainian armed forces have essentially used as their bases or launched attacks from the likes of schools, residential buildings, and hospitals. Amnesty International says that there were 19 villages and towns where this was happening. And indeed, quite a few of my colleagues here at the Associated Press have seen scenes that are very similar, that mirror these findings by Amnesty International.
And Philip, Ukraine is warning of a new Russian offensive in the south of the country as the death toll keeps rising.
Yeah, this is still a very long front line here between Ukrainian forces and Russian forces, meaning that there are attacks across the board in the south of the country and, of course, in the eastern Donbass region, particularly in the Donetsk region that is not yet 100% under Russian control. That is, of course, the case in the Luhansk region right now. And it's worth looking today at specifically at the town of Toretsk, where, according to the local Ukrainian governor of that region, he says that artillery there hit a bus stop, apartment buildings and a church, leading to the deaths of 8 people. There have been other attacks over the last 24 hours from the Russian side on cities like Mykolaiv in the south. That is a city that has been hit relentlessly by Russian forces, not just recently. And also the city of Nikopol. This is a city Ukrainian control, but that sits just across the Dnipro River from Russian-controlled territory in the south. And also remember that it is in the south where the Ukrainian forces have said very clearly over the last few weeks that they are planning a counteroffensive in the Kherson region more than anywhere else to take back territory that is currently under Russian control. And indeed, Ukrainian forces have already had some success there.
Philip, thank you very much. That's Phillip Crowther from the Associated Press in Lviv.